Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to FXG Bridge Live, and I am your host, Felix from FXG, and this is my co host, Max, also from FXG, but located in Brazil right now. So, what's up, everyone?
So, guys, we are FXG Bridge, and we work to bridge the gap between the Chinese XR scene and other XR communities around the world. So, this show is actually just our second episode of FXG Bridge Live, where we're going to be talking about different updates that are happening in the Chinese XR scene. And I just realized that we don't have our background, so I'm going to change that so that we look a little bit cooler. And Felix, you can start talking about our first topic today, which is China Mobile's reports.
Yes, China Mobile. First, let's talk about what China Mobile is. It's basically their largest state-owned telecom company. So I guess what people are used to back home is probably like, I guess, Xfinity or something, or Sprint Mobile. But this is the Chinese version for for China. And yeah, this week China Mobile released their report evaluating the evolution of user experience in different technologies. Basically, it covers all types of 5G devices, drones, applications, and VR headsets. So, yeah, that's where the juicy stuff is. And in this year's report, China Mobile chose the iQiyi Pro 2 headset for the best domestic VR headset. Basically, it is going to be the best Chinese headset available in China. And it features a Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 chip and has a 4K display. And it comes with its own iQiyi store. Oh, Vive port store. So it's got all the Vive stuff available on it. And yeah, is there like a picture we could pull up about what the iQiyi Pro looks like?
There is not, but I'll find that and we'll pull it up in a minute.
Okay, cool. Yeah, iQiyi. I think we talked about it in our last episode. It's basically the Chinese version of Netflix. So imagine Netflix coming out with their own VR headset, because that's what's happening here.
Awesome. So let's talk about sort of the options of headsets that we have access to in China and why this is such an amazing, like, sort of evolution for the options.
Yes. Basically, I mean, the headsets we're kind of used to in China. First off, we have the Huawei headset, but the current one is only 3 DOF and you get one controller. So it kind of just feels like an Oculus Go almost. But they just announced a 6 DOF version of it. Oh yeah, also when you're pulling up the picture for iQiyi's headset, also find one of the Huawei's 6 DOF version because okay, I'm going off topic, but Huawei's headset they look different from your usual headsets. It just feels kind of like a yeah. Wait, I don't think this is the. Oh wait, no, this is the one. Yeah, it's got a different design. You know, it looks like these cyberpunk sunglasses almost, as compared to like your normal. You know, you see this. You know, Oculus headset. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is big because I don't think there are lots of available 6 DOF um, headsets available in China because, as you guys all know, Oculus headsets are not available in China. Well, you could still get them off of like Taobao or something, or just bring it here yourself from wherever you're coming from. But
So
Mhm.
Let's talk about that for a minute because I'm not 100% sure that everyone is actually aware that Oculus isn't readily available in China. But as you can imagine, given the fact that Oculus is owned by Facebook, which is blocked in China, yeah, we need to find other options. But I don't know if any of you guys knew this, but back in the day when the Oculus Go came out, there was a company, a Chinese company called Xiaomi, which is one of China's biggest electronics company. They were actually a manufacturing partner with Oculus. And I challenge you, if you haven't noticed yet and you do own an Oculus Go, to look at the side of the Oculus Go and you'll see the word me, MI, and that's based off the company Xiaomi as they work together on this. So Xiaomi was able to sort of bring the Oculus Go to China under a more readily available and accepted brand in China. But that hasn't happened yet for the Oculus Quest, and we're not so sure it will. But you can see here in this photo the Oculus and the Xiaomi headset, which are almost identical, have the same core processors, and just have a couple key differences that make the headset work better in China.
Um, Personally, I think that it might happen. I feel like they'll just have their own version of like I guess an Oculus Store China, and I think it could happen. Who knows? We're just gonna have to wait and see. But also, what's up, CJ, Chris, Jean? What's up, Chris John? Hello to you as
Hi.
well. Yeah, and yes, since Facebook is banned in China, you can't access the Oculus Store. So when you do have an Oculus device here in China, you basically can't connect to the store and install stuff. But I mean, if you got developer mode, you could still install APKs into it since it's all Android and stuff. And yeah, so I'm actually really curious to how Xiaomi handles that. Like, if I have a Xiaomi Oculus Go, what can I do with it? Um, so we don't.
But this makes the iQiyi headset, which is a 6 DoF headset, as well as the new Huawei headset, which is also 6 DoF, was just announced at the Nanchang VR conference. It makes these two new headsets very, very exciting since China doesn't have easy access to the Oculus Quest. So that's definitely a huge update. And as you saw in this photo that we
你看啊，这样，然后收纳就是这样。这就是完整的。对，这个设计太好了。这个之前没有人。不是永商吗？这个内容版。
So that was a video, but it was it was even better. That video was taken by our CEO Nick Mitchell at the Nanchang conference where it was recently released. But it's very exciting. As you can see, the design is super sleek, and the way that they designed the controllers and the glasses, they fit together super well and are very portable. So it's definitely a huge step for China and its 6 DoF domestic headsets.
Yeah, and while I was at that expo, I heard someone tell me, I forgot who, but yeah, China has like these plans of making VR something like available at every household by like 2030, or was it 2025? I can't remember, but it's soon. So imagine China finding a way to make VR as common as like a cell phone. Everybody's got one, everyone could hop in, and especially with 5G going on, I feel like we're definitely going to see like a huge boom of like people in VR. And yeah, one way to go about doing that is having our own domestic VR headsets. So go iQiyi. Hope it lives up to the hype, and as well as Huawei. I can't wait for Huawei.
Totally.
Yeah,
No, I'm
I'm more
super stoked.
I'm more excited about the Huawei ones. Yeah,
One thing that I think is super good to note is, as you were saying, China pretty much as a whole, like all of the different like provincial governments, like a lot of them are just putting so much money into the development of VR and AR and other immersive technologies with the goal that it becomes a household technology. Um, to my knowledge, other than if you're thinking about like our lab in Brooklyn, which was the US's first city funded VR space, China as like a whole nation has put billions of dollars so far and continues to put more money annually into VR development, with the goal of making it household technology, and also with the goal of making sure that the tech not only reaches cities and schools, but also rural areas, which is where, in my opinion, the capabilities of VR technology can help people in rural areas the most. It can be of the most benefit. So it's amazing to see such a huge country dedicating so much funding and so many resources towards developing this thing. And I don't know any other country that's doing that. So personally, I'm really impressed.
yeah. I mean, China definitely sees VR as like the next big thing, so don't want to miss out on it. So it's definitely putting a huge budget in. And you could see this in there's this city called Nanchang or Nanchang. Basically, it's like the VR hub of China. I forgot the whole story about how it became the hub. Apparently, there was like a competition, and I guess their province won. And because they won that competition, China just dedicates that city to be the hub of VR development. So they built a ton of VR stuff out there, and now the global VR something expo is hosted there every year. So imagine like those huge expos like CES or something, but in terms of VR, it's hosted in China. You're gonna see like all types of technology there, but because of COVID, this time around, not a lot of foreigners were there, just because everyone sealed off their borders and stuff. But it was still like an amazing event. Like I saw Huawei there, Unreal, Microsoft, like all these big companies, and all types of related XR stuff, AR, VR. I even saw some hologram stuff, and yeah, just a very broad range of technology that was there. They even had like this one company that scans 3D objects. I mean, not 3D objects, like scans live objects with a projector, and it's like any projector would do. It's just their program. Like they read the object, and boom, you have it in like a 3D space by shining a projector on it. So super cool stuff out there. Um, yeah, we were there. I forgot what month it was. It was like about 4 months ago or something. And yeah, we had our own FXG booth there, showcasing all our cool stuff and our camera, because our camera is awesome.
That camera is awesome. Well, I'll show another video of Nick and Felix at the Nanchang conference using the new Huawei 6-DOF headset.
This is by far the coolest headset on the market. Unfortunately, didn't have 6-DOF, but now it does. So I'm looking cool, and I'm fully 6 degrees of freedoming it. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, can't wait for that Huawei headset. Hope it's cheap.
They're so sleek. I mean, they really just look like some of those, like, I don't know, like 90s, like giant visor sunglasses.
Like some cyberpunk goggles, you know? It's like a fashionably acceptable VR headset. You know, or I mean socially
Totally.
acceptable. Yeah.
Guys, I I also wanted to point out a couple of things if you guys are new to this platform. As you saw earlier, CJ said hi. So if you guys are watching from whatever platform, feel free to pop in a comment or a question, and we can pop it up here on the screen and answer you however you'd like. So just wanted to say that. And back to Huawei for a second, I also wanted to bring up that FXG Bridge, that's us. We've been working on a VR initiative with Huawei. So first it started with their 3DOF headset, and now we've moved into working with them on their 6DOF headset as well. So basically, Huawei is looking for more international virtual reality games and experiences to port to their platform. So essentially, they're paying selected developers a porting fee so that they can have more content on their store. So if you are interested in potentially receiving money and being paid, it's amazing, but being paid to be on a new VR store, you can email us. Here's some more information. Send us a message on social media. You can email us at max@fxgvr.com. And we can start the conversation of potentially making this happen for you and your team.
Yes, this is huge. We've already ported a couple games in. We could do the porting for you, or you guys could do the porting, however you guys like. And yeah, make money, get more publicity in this huge Chinese market. What's there to lose? So hit us up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I also
hmm?
go ahead, Felix.
Yeah, we ported this really cool game over. What was it called? Let me just look up the name real quick. Do you remember that spaceship game? Oh, Anshar 2.
And Char 2.
That was actually pretty smooth on the Huawei headset. And the Huawei headset, the 3DOF one, it wasn't too advanced, so having something run that smooth on it, like props. But once the 6DOF comes out, start putting in the big titles, get us like super hot or something. Can't wait for that. So, yeah.
Awesome. Super hot.
Yeah. Awesome.
Guys, I also wanted to mention we have a VR travel series called Tripping With. It's a series that takes you all around the world to really amazing countries, which I think, right now, especially in the last year with COVID, this is something that is really interesting to a lot of people, including myself. It enables you to travel from your house. So we actually just finished our 4th season, which is mind-blowing when I say it out loud. It's Tripping with Byway, and it was directed by our team art director. He's a Polish artist named Byway, and he basically traveled the world and he filmed it, and now it's come into people's houses. So I'm going to play you the trailer, and yeah, hopefully you'll be able to see it for yourself in your headsets very soon.
Yes.
Cool. I'm excited because I haven't actually seen the new season yet. Have you?
I've seen a couple. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I kind of want to touch back on that whole iQiyi headset, because
Go for it.
my cousin's mom, what is that in English? Okay, basically my uncle's wife, oh, auntie, yeah, she's like hitting me up. Oh yeah, you do VR. Tell me what type of VR headset to get. And I was like, oh, get the Oculus. It's the best one on the market. And then I'm just like, oh crap, how are you gonna use the store? Um, how are you gonna
Mm,
like? How's it gonna work? So that's like a big challenge because I do want them to have an Oculus just so like I could show them like the stuff I make and stuff, introduce the games like I know they'll enjoy. But yeah, that's gonna be complicated. I'd have to like what we do is like we have to install a VPN, and it's not that simple. You actually have to connect to a VPN router and then do all that stuff, and then you get it to work. And
right.
installing a VPN, yeah, and you've got to like have your own because you can't just install any APK and have it work just like it does on your phone. But yeah, I'm gonna find a way to have them use Oculus. 'Cause, yeah, the Oculus, the amount of people that do use Oculus is not that much. Like I'm in a WeChat group, and there's only like 200 or 300 people in there, and I just feel like that's like everyone with Oculuses in China. So a very small community, and I think like
Mm,
90% of them are like developers.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, speaking of developers in China, like the VR community is actually like super small. Like after I went to the expo in Nanchang, yeah, it's like a completely different vibe. Like all these people, they're all developers. They're all part of like companies like in the industry, and they're super friendly. And we just like knew that we were like all going to get dinner together. And dude, people were getting smashed. Like it was just a really like it was the first time I like experienced something like that where it's like a whole industry of developers just all like, oh yeah, you do this, we do this, oh you're the guy that did this, wow, like I heard about you but now I see you. So super cool. And yeah, it's a very small community. I just feel like just in those 3 days I was able to meet a bunch of big big shots in the
Mm,
industry, but like limited to China.
right.
Uh,
So it's a bit
yeah,
more accessible.
yeah, and I just feel like as time progresses, like this industry is gonna be huge. Like China's got so much people. That's like so many heads to fit headsets on.
Right.
And yeah, I can't wait to see that happen. And like I said, China's like they want to make it happen soon. So I wouldn't be surprised if like we get there before other countries do, especially with the new headsets coming out, with more headsets available, more titles available, and generally just more people knowing about it. So yeah, I think that's like the biggest step because not gonna lie, a lot of people I talk to, they have no idea that VR technology is like this advanced. They just thought,
Right.
oh, yeah, like you guys probably heard like, oh, that VR is just a gimmick. It's just like it's just a 360 surface that like no, it's sixed off. You could walk behind objects, you could see your friends, you could hear them. It's like yeah, so like for these like people, I show them like an Oculus headset for the first time, and they always get their mind blown. They're just like, "Oh, what? Like, I want one. I want one for you. I want one for like my family. I want one for your family." Like, yeah.
For
But
sure.
yeah, but just yeah, the big problem is like I'd have to like install VPNs on like a lot of Oculus if that happens.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but we'll see because we'll probably get one of those iQiyi headsets and see if they live up to the hype. Because
I got a picture.
the price range, I think it falls pretty close to the Oculus. So I don't know. We'll see if it can compete. Because yeah, one thing I remember hearing a lot at the Nantung conference or even after, because pretty much Oculus 2 just got released then. They're just like, oh yeah, this is gonna dominate the market for like quite some time. Like, like how are people gonna compete? Because Oculus 2 was really amazing. It was everything about Oculus 1 made better and cheaper too, and lighter. Just everything's better. So
Yeah. Well, as you guys can hear through Felix's descriptions of the Nanchang conference and the developments in new VR headsets in China, the community it's small and it's tight knit, but it's so successful so far and it's thriving. So it's an amazing XR ecosystem to become a part of. And you don't need to be in China to be a part of this community. There are other ways. I wanted to plug real quick in the description of this video, there is a link to a new Facebook group community that we just created. I think it's called Chinese XR Community. And that group is available on Facebook and it's open to people in China, outside of China, literally anywhere around the world. So basically all you need as a criteria is interest in the Chinese XR community. And basically what we're going to be working to do is to connect everybody so that there's more steady flow communication and idea sharing. And yeah, hopefully you guys can join and continue to learn more about it and maybe even come to China one day if you haven't yet.
This is a long shot, but yeah, we're looking for developers. If anyone out there is listening and is down to move to China and work for us and get to know China, since you know China's the future. Spoiler alert. And yeah, hit us up because I do need more developers. I need talented minds developing stuff.
All right, guys, you heard him tell your friends we're looking for devs to come move to China and make some art. So
yeah, we'll get you guys like a visa and stuff, and yeah, I'll teach you Chinese personally. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm fluent in Chinese, if you guys didn't know, and yeah, experience a different world where there's pretty much no COVID scare. But you do have to go through
beautiful. You do.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're almost at a time that went by super quickly, but please, in our last like few seconds, if you have any ideas for topics you'd like us to cover about Chinese XR, pop them in the comments, shoot us a message, and we'll do our best to get some coverage going on that for future shows. But this show is going to be happening hopefully every Thursday, but no promises, at the same time, which is 10 a.m. EST, 7 a.m. PST. Sorry for the weird times, but we're making lots of different time zones work here. So we hope to see you guys back and let us know what you'd like to hear us talk about.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't ended yet. I could keep going for a little bit, just like about my experience, like, or like what I know. Like a bunch of Chinese businesses out there know like VR is big, it's gonna get big, and you know, fear of missing out. They want to just know more about it, see how VR could benefit their business or just how they could use it, whether it's like AR or VR. And they come to us just like, oh yeah, just teach us, like, tell us how the market is, or like how can we like how can we make money off of like VR? How can we cooperate? Blah blah blah. So it's definitely getting there. Like I remember just a homie the other day. He's asking me like, yeah, okay. His business was just making things in the mall that are interactable. I don't know if American malls are like this, but Chinese malls, there's a lot of like booths that are interactive, like whether it's like taking selfies and stuff. or like just like mini games that children could play in, just like all these stuff set up in the mall. And they're just like, yeah, well, this time around, this year around, we want to make something like out of this world. And they're just like, yeah, AR. We want to like put glasses on people and have them see dragons flying everywhere in the mall. And yeah, so that stuff is all possible, and people are catching on. So get on the hype train. Yeah,
Get on the hype train.
yeah, and
All right, guys.
I think that'll wrap things up.
Yeah, we're out of time, but as usual, it has been great. It has been fun. Thank you, Felix. Make sure you guys subscribe so that you don't miss our future episodes. Hello, we got a hello.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, yo? What's up, R? I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
All right, guys, we'll catch you next week.
Yeah, you came just a little bit too late. But hello and goodbye.